Hello, my name is Kayla Newman. I go by she or her.
My name is Ryan Murphy. I use he, his pronouns.
Hi, my name is Dr. Sarah Schatz. I use she, her pronouns.
My name is Rose Bloom. I go by she, her.
My name is Chad Stellern. My pronouns are he, him.
My name is Lexi Stodden. I go by she, her pronouns.
My name is Madison Spencer. I use she, her pronouns, and I graduated in 2016 with a BS in Geology from Western.
I graduated from Western Washington University in March 2020 with a Bachelor of Science in Geology and a certificate in Geographic Information Science.
I got my master's degree in geology from Western Washington University in 2018.
I graduated from Western Washington University in 2015 with a Bachelor of Science degree in geology.
I got my degree at Western in 2016. I received a Bachelor's of Science in Geology.
I graduated from Western in 2014 with an MS in Geology.
I graduated from Western Washington University in 2010 with a Bachelor of Science, and then again in 2017 with a Master's in Geology.
I got an MS in Geology at Western. My thesis work was in geoscience education. What got me into geology in the first place were the science educators and science communicators who made it cool and important to ask questions about the world around me. Specific to geology, I realized it could answer questions about everything from dinosaurs to climate change, things about our planet and beyond that I didn't even know I had questions about.
In my first bachelor's, which was environmental science, I was required to take a geology class. And on the first day, I was completely hooked. I knew that's what I wanted to do. I fell in love with geology, and I did everything I could to continue down that path.
I've always been really drawn to geology because it views the world as a really complex puzzle with all these interconnected systems, and it gets at the heart and spirit of science.
I'd say what got me into that field was visiting national parks, which is where I work now, here at Rocky Mountain National Park.
Since then, I've been mostly working in mineral exploration, currently in Northeast Nevada on the Carlin-Trend Gold Deposit.
Today, I work as a technician aboard the JOIDES Resolution, which is the main scientific research vessel of the International Ocean Discovery Program, which in turn is the main research organization in charge of scientific ocean drilling.
I currently work in Linwood for a small consulting firm who focuses on environmental consulting as well as geotechnical engineering.
I am a mission operations specialist at Mainland Space Science Systems, and in that role, I am a camera operator on the Curiosity rover and the upcoming Perseverance rover as well. And so I do uplink and downlink, which is taking the pictures of the geology on the surface of Mars and then bringing those pictures down, looking at them, cataloging them, getting everything nice and tidy and prepared and out the door for the scientists. It's a really awesome job.
Currently, I am an instructor of physical sciences at Yakima Valley College in Central Washington. I teach a mixture of astronomy, geology, and physical science courses here. A lot of our students are still in high school through the Running Start program, or still kind of figuring out what they want to do. So it's really exciting to be able to introduce them to the geosciences and just how important geology is, especially in a state like Washington with all of our geohazards.
I work for the Los Alamos National Laboratory, so I'm a metallography specialist, and I use my geology background all the time, actually.
I work in mineral exploration, specifically oriented structural and geotechnical core logging. And in the mining industry in particular, I find really interesting because it's an intersection of not just science, but also politics and social justice and environmental issues.
For the past 7 years, I've been a field technician at the Alaska Earthquake Center up here in Fairbanks, Alaska. I spend my summers in the field performing maintenance on our network of nearly 200 seismic stations across the state. I focus on new installations, site upgrades, and the physical infrastructure of the stations themselves.
Right now, I'm a project geologist in the mapping group at the Washington Geological Survey, where we are using mapping geology and geophysics and geochemistry and paleomag to learn about earthquake hazards in Southwest Washington.
Now I work for Chesapeake Energy as a petroleum geologist in the exploration part of the company, and I love my job and I'm very happy that Western gave me that opportunity.
I moved to New York City to do the Masters of Arts in Teaching program at the American Museum of Natural History, which takes people with earth science backgrounds and turns us into earth science teachers, which is what I do now. I teach middle school earth science in Brooklyn.
Currently, I am a construction inspector. So there's two types of geotechnical work. There's pre-construction and ongoing construction observations. During construction, it's important that we are on site to verify that the contractor follows our instructions.
Now I am an assistant professor of geology at Colorado College, and I teach classes focused on undergraduates about physical geology, geomorphology, numerical modeling, and right now about the Anthropocene, so it's quite fun.
I've since been working at the Point No Point Treaty Council, which is a tribal natural resources consortium here in western Washington state. I work as a climate change analyst and hydrologist in the Habitat Protection Group, where I do scientific research and assist with natural resources issues to help the tribes better plan for the impacts of climate change on economically and culturally valuable resources.
I specialized in stratigraphy and sedimentology, and that's actually what landed me my current job at an oil company in Dallas, Texas.
Now I work for the U.S. Geological Survey out of Denver, Colorado, and I'm a part of something called the National Cooperative Geologic Mapping Program. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I really hope you enjoy your time at Western.